Hello everybody, Tommyruin here, and recently I've been getting lots of questions about the build I'm using on my hybrid character on the Wildcard servers. So in this video I'm going to dive into what I'm doing to maximise my DPS on my character utilising the hybrid playstyle. So in this video I'm going to go over the spells I use in my rotation, the talents that I've chosen, the random enchants I've been using, and then my rotation. I'll finish up by going over a few things which are nice pickups for hybrid builds and sort of my wish list for what I want to get from random rerolls. So first I'm going to go over the spells I use in my core rotation that I got on my wildcard run that I use in my build actively. So in my build I use Hemorrhage and Raptor Strike, which I macro together for a one button melee spam ability. Now I say I use Hemorrhage, I've also got Sinister Strike, they work both as well, but Hemorrhage has got a lower energy cost. I then spend my combo points on Rupture. I have Lightning Shield, Lightning Bolt and Searing Totem from the Shaman, and then I decided to pick up Storm Strike at level 60 for the Shaman. These are the core abilities that I use in my build and what I use in my rotation, and then some other buffs that I got were Rock Biter Weapon and Blessing of Might, which are nice AP bonuses for the build. I also got an Imp, which combined with Demonic Knowledge offers some nice free spell power. The rest of my abilities are not really that important and add no DPS to the build and add nothing to the synergies that I have. So the talents, this is something I've been playing around with a lot, trying to see what would boost my damage the most, and the build which I've linked in the description was what I came up with, boasting around 1.2k DPS with the skill set that I had. From my limited experience, this is better than average DPS on Wildcard for this point in the game, so I was pretty happy with it. So in the Balance Druid we have 3 points in Earth and Moon. This is to give plus 6% nature damage, which will affect our Lightning Bolt and Lightning Shield. In Marksmanship Hunter I put 3 points in Ranged Weapon Specialization to increase all my damage by 5% whilst using a ranged weapon. In Holy Paladin we have 2 points in Enlightened Judgments for the 4% hit chance on all spells and attacks, and then 3 points into Touched by the Light for 15% strength to spell power conversions. In Rogue I have 3 points in Hack and Slash and then a point into Honor Among Thieves. I was very lucky when leveling and luckily picked up the Elemental Focus talent, so with that I took Elemental Oath to give me the clear casting, the 5% spell crit and then the damage on clear casting. Finally in the Elemental Shaman tree I picked up Lightning Overload for the extra lightning bolts that you get when you cast Lightning Bolt. In Enhancement Shaman we have the main set of talents for this build. We've put 3 points into Improved Shields to increase our Lightning Shield damage, 3 points into Dual Wield Specialization for the 3% hit and 10% nature damage chance on offhand weapon hit effect. Like I said previously, I took Storm Strike as my level 60 talent and put points into Improved Storm Strike for the mana regeneration it offers. I put 3 points into Static Shock for the 12% chance on hit to proc a Lightning Shield charge, and it also increases the Lightning Shield charges that you have. I've put 5 points into Mental Quickness for the 15% attack power to spell power it offers, and then Maelstrom Weapon for the instant cast lightning bolts on melee hits. Finally then, in the Warlock tree, like I said previously, we have 3 points into Demonic Knowledge for the increased spell power from the Imp. So a focus on some of these talents then. There are two main synergies at play here. Firstly, Lightning Bolt and Maelstrom Weapon. Lots of our talents are put towards nature damage increase to boost up our Lightning Bolt damage by a flat percentage. As I don't have much spell power at this point, I thought the flat percentage modifiers would be better than the spell power ones such as Shamanism. We also have Lightning Overload for the chance to cast another Lightning Bolt on the target after we cast one. Maelstrom Weapon works that when you deal melee damage, you reduce the cast time of your Lightning Bolt by 20%, stacking 5 times. So you want to attack fast to proc this talent, so you get lots of Lightning Bolt casts. To help do this, I chose the Hack and Slash talent, which gives 6% chance to grant an extra auto attack when using swords and axes. Combining this with the Thrash Blade in the main hand for the slower weapon speed, and the Flurry Axe in the offhand for its faster speed, both giving a chance of proccing an extra attack, meant that I was doing lots of melee hits, proccing lots of Maelstrom charges. Now I also use a trinket, Hand of Justice, which offers a similar effect to the weapons. So from these talents we were getting a lot of procs and a lot of weapon hits, so lots of Maelstrom stacks are being generated. Now for the second synergy, combining that with the static shock talent, which gives us a 12% chance on melee hit to do a lightning shield charge on the target, we also do a lot of damage through lightning shield. Sometimes, due to the nature of the procs, you can burn through 3 or 4 shield charges, which for me do 500 to 600 damage each in one global, which is crazy damage. So that is a nice main synergy there that I have gone for here. With the limited resources I had, I was able to create that nice little Maelstrom weapon and lightning shield loop on this character. So for random enchants, I use 3 of improved shields to buff my lightning shield damage, 3 static shock to bring the lightning shield proc chance up to 21%, and also increase the max charges of my lightning shield up to 15. 3 lightning overload for the chance to get an extra free lightning bolt cast on my target. Those are my main enchants that I stack up to 3, and then I have some general stat modifier enchants. So currently I'm using improved Storm Strike to keep on top of my mana regeneration. I'm using Playing with Fire for the 2% spell damage increase, Earth and Moon for the 2% nature damage increase, and One-Handed Weapon Specialization for the 2% damage increase. On my weapons, I've gone for the Crusader random enchant, and then I used an enchanting enchant of Fiery Weapon. The legendary enchant I am using currently is Harbinger of Flame for the single target and light AoE it offers. However, all of the passage damage random enchants seem to offer comparative DPS. I'm still testing to see which one I like the best, however Harbinger is very nice for its AoE. So, the rotation then, it's more of a priority system really, but first I drop Searing Totem and I open with the Storm Strike. Then the rotation is simply waiting until I get 4 Maelstrom stacks and casting Lightning Bolt. I use 4 because it stops me overcapping on Maelstrom and the cast time is only 20%, so it's low enough for me to not miss out on melee damage. The second priority for me is maintaining lightning shield charges. You want the buff to be up at all times, so when I drop to around 3 charges, I make sure to reapply the lightning shield buff so I don't miss out on any big shield procs that may occur, because you don't want to miss out on a lightning shield charge if you don't have lightning shield up. Then when I'm not doing either of those, I'm casting Storm Strike on cooldown to increase my mana, and then I'm using my Hemorrhage and Raptor Strike macro to fill maintaining Rupture on the target. Combo points are a non-issue really, as we generate lots through the Honor Among Thieves talent. The build is reactive, bursty and super fun to play, and I really enjoy tearing through mobs with it. However, my character is nowhere near perfect. I'd call him a budget hybrid because of how much stuff he is missing. For one, I don't have any AoE potential. Picking up something like Magma Totem or Chain Lightning would increase the DPS of this build exponentially in AoE or cleave fights. Another pickup which would be nice would be a Seal. As I am hitting constantly, the on-hit damage from a Seal would be beneficial to the build, with Seal of Righteousness my number 1 choice here. I'd also really like to get Flame Tongue weapon to replace Rockbiter. The spell damage it offers once talented and randomly enchanted is huge, with the on-hit fire damage also really nice. Finally, it's worth noting that hit rating is quite important here. Because we are both a melee and a caster, we need the caster hit rating cap of 17% to ensure we don't miss our lightning bolt casts. There is plenty of gear out there with hit rating, so make sure to look out for that. Just know that 10 hit rating or 10 hit equals 1% hit rating. So you want to have around 10% from your gear and then 7% from the talents. So that's all from me then guys. Let me know if you're going to try a hybrid build in the future, and let me know if you have one now and how lucky you were with the RNG and how it is all going. But thank you very much for watching the video guys. Remember to like, comment and subscribe, and I will see you all very soon.
Is it you? Is it me?